We've heard from David Cameron recently that there is an expectation of a £13 billion boost to the UK economy. Now, how can businesses continue to capture such opportunities in the afterglow of the Games?
Well, this is a really important question, because I think ensuring that business legacy from the Games is going to be one of the critical factors that determines whether or not the Games were actually a success. And we've seen a number of different studies that have looked at those after benefits of the Olympics. Lloyd's TSB, for example, estimate that about 30% of the benefits from the Olympics are actually going to come in the period afterwards. And Visa have done some modelling of the consumer spend benefits from things like increased tourism in the years after the Games, and think that between 2012 and 2015 there's actually going to be about a £4 billion boost to the economy from people still seeing London over the next 6 weeks and then wanting to come here and visit. So I think there's a number of things that are really important to make sure that we get that legacy, in particular making sure that London is promoted actively internationally during and after the Games, and we take advantages of the business hosting opportunities and the programme for the people who are going to be here to make sure that businesses really meet the right contacts to get contracts in the future.
And what needs to be done to ensure that the Olympic Park area continues to flourish after the Games?
Well, we've seen a huge amount of investment go into that part of London. About £6.5 billion has been invested in transport alone, and that's an absolutely essential part of making sure that the legacy from the park is secured. There are a few key tasks over the next few months now, making sure that, for example, some of the Olympic venues have sustainable long-term uses, thinking particularly about the stadium and the media centre, making sure that we get good long-term future uses for those particular venues. But also I think it's important that we look beyond some of the hard infrastructure questions and think about perhaps some of the softer aspects of the Games. Our members in particular were very keen to ensure that the skills legacy is ensured and developed from the Games, and that's going to be really important in making sure that the companies that have supplied goods and services to the Games win contracts overseas. And we've seen already that the consortium that built the stadium have won the contract for the Sochi Winter Olympics in 2014, and we've seen similar things in Rio for 2016 as well. And then also making sure that some of the regeneration in East London is really taken advantage of over the next few years.